me trying to like go away from the mess. I know I'm gonna hurt some feelings today, so I'm sorry in advance. Hello guys, welcome to another video, a new video. It's nice to be here after the hectic month that I've had. I've gotten so many DMs of people being like, when's your new video? When's your new video? I have had a very busy month. I've barely been home. I literally just got home and we're getting back to it. It's been a while since I've done like a sit down video. I feel like all of my videos lately have been like, you know, reading vlogs or vlog format. So it's been a long time since I've just sat in front of the camera and we're just gonna sit here and talk. It's so nice to be back. It's so nice to be here. I did part 1 to this video. I think it's coming up on like a year. I think it's a year. I think I posted in September. And it was kind of like an idea that I had because I had seen people doing it with like TV show and movie couples. And then I was like, oh, well, why not do it with book couples? So I made like a whole entire YouTube video being like, are these book couples still together? But I have recently been getting so many DMs. And whenever I ask you guys, like, what videos do you guys want me to make? A lot of you literally said that you guys wanted a part 2 to this video, which is so interesting to me because I didn't think that people really liked or cared about that first video, but here we are. Let's do this. Before I even start getting into it, because we're tier ranking today, it's also been a long time since I've done a tier ranking video, I do want to have a little disclaimer. Please watch this disclaimer before you guys comment anything, because I got a few of these comments last time that I did this video, and I think that if I get another comment like this, I will go insane. This is my personal opinion, and we're gonna act like the epilogue doesn't exist. We're gonna act like the end of the book doesn't exist. This is literally just like, do I think that this couple stayed together? I understand that in a lot of these books, the epilogue in the end says that they live happily ever after for years and years and years. I get that. Okay, 100%. We're gonna ignore that for this video. This is just like my opinion on if there's no epilogue, which again, we're acting like there isn't, if I thought that they stayed together or not after the book ended. Great. Let's get into it. I think I cropped it out where you can't see the ads. So let's get into this. It's been a while since I've done a tier ranking and I'm very excited. I thought that this was like the best format rather than just like reading them off and like saying my opinions, because I feel like these tiers really speak to you. So to talk about these tiers, first we'll start from bottom to the top. First one from the bottom, broke up directly after the end of the book. I'm saying that they got into an argument, a little spat, literally directly after their happy ending, and then it was over. Like they never got back together. Next up, a little bit better, divorced after years of marriage counseling, may have been some infidelity, may have been some toxicity, whatever you may see fit, but they definitely got divorced down the road. Next up, things are very rocky, but they stuck together. And you know what? You gotta kind of applaud them for that. These are for like my toxic couples that I think like will always be together, but like things are always gonna be in a little bit of turmoil for them. And then next up, we have they live a happy, quiet, married life. Okay, they're living great. Everything's good vibes. They're just living a happy little life on the side of a mountain somewhere, is how I picture this. And then the top tier, saved for my personal favorite book couples, are they are together in every single lifetime, because that's genuinely what I believe. So let's get into it. Every book couple that I have, I got from you guys because I asked you guys what book couples you want, and these were like the most repeated ones. Also, I am now going to put up the books that I'm going to be talking about on the screen. So these are like potential mild spoilers, and I will be kind of like getting into like why I think that this couple is together or not. So these books are going to be up on the screen now. I also have this video split up into sections to let you know when I am talking about that book. So go down to the description, see when I'm talking about a certain book that you may or may not have read yet, to know like when that's going to come up, because I don't want any spoilers going on, and you know the couple can be kind of spoilery for certain series and everything like that. I'm like squinting, I like can't see. Okay, first up we have Nate and Stassi. I think that's how I'm gonna say her name. Watch her name be Stacy. It's just that her name is spelled like S-T-A-S-S-I-E or something. What if that's not true? Like that's just simply not true. But Icebreaker, the couple from Icebreaker, I'm going to say that they live a happy, quiet, married life, because the thing is, well, I wouldn't call them wholesome. But they are very wholesome though, like in their actual relationship. He's very golden retriever and she's just kind of like, he is her soft spot type of thing. And I feel like they're just gonna live a happy life with kids who play hockey and ice skate, and they're just gonna have cute kids and everything's gonna be happy-go-lucky for them. Next up, we have Nora and Charlie from Book Lovers, guys. 100% they live a happy, quiet married life. Okay, listen, Nora, go back to New York. They're working at Good Books. I truly believe that they would live just a happy life together. I mean, Charlie, like, do you guys want to know why Charlie Lasher is one of my favorite book boyfriends? I've said this before, but it's because he is dating a strong woman and who is very independent, who is very, like, you know, just completely to herself. Like, she knows what she wants. She's gonna go get it. And he's not intimidated by that. And we'd love to see men who are not intimidated by strong, independent women and want them to do their thing. He, like, genuinely wanted her to do her thing, and their banter. Like, I just know that they get coffee every morning and their morning conversations are so interesting because of how good that their banter is. I need a sweatshirt that says, like, Emily Henry banter of some sort. Like, just something with that. Somebody do something with that. Also, I know I'm gonna get questions on this. I got this from Threaded by Sabrina. I'm gonna link it down below. Link her website. I buy literally so many book crew necks from her. That's like, if you see me in a book crew neck, it's from her website. I literally, every time she has a new drop, I always go on. Brendan and Piper from It Happened One Summer. You know what? This may be a little boring, but I'm also gonna put them in. They live a happy, quiet, married life. They live in a very small town. I forget where it's at. They're in, but you know, very fisherman town. I just think that they're always gonna have a little quiet, quaint, happy life. Noah and Ari from Say You Swear. Listen, I'm gonna say they're together in every single lifetime because Say You Swear is one of my 5-star reads and I love Noah. He is one of my favorite book boyfriends. I don't know why I was just clapping like this, like a toddler. Don't know why that was happening, but Noah is one of my favorite book boyfriends. This caught me so off guard, by the way. When I read Say You Swear in January, I had seen so many people be talking about it and I was like, you know what? I felt like I'm gonna give this book a shot. I feel like I'm gonna like it. And it was a 5 stars. Oh my God. He is just like the best all around. So caring, good banter. He's so kind, like everything about it. And I feel like because of that, he's always just gonna be a support system and they're gonna find each other in every lifetime. Poppy and Alex from People We Meet on Vacation. I'm gonna put them in divorced after years of marriage counseling. I have absolutely zero faith in a relationship that you guys couldn't even communicate for years because you shared one kiss. One kiss is all it takes, for real. I will never forget reading People We Meet on Vacation. Like, I love Emily Henry. Okay, I love Emily Henry, but People We Meet on Vacation is my least favorite book of hers because I will not forget feeling like, oh, something big, like there had to be a big argument happen or something, and then it was literally just like they shared a kiss together and then like they could not communicate over it. I do not believe in the longevity of a relationship if you guys can't communicate about one kiss. So yeah, divorced after years of marriage counseling. Alex and Ava from Twisted Love broke up directly after the end of the book. Listen, I know like in the other books you even get snippets of them like planning their wedding, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I don't care. After he has done what he has done, he was giving very much like psychopath. When I first read this book, I really liked it. But then like thinking back on it, I was like, no. I feel like there's so many books that I go back and I'm like, I said that I liked that because I was so scared because it had like such a big following, cult following of it. It's very hyped that I was very scared to say my thoughts on it. If somebody would have done that to me and then followed me and then sang to me in front of a group of people, I would have simply disappeared. I would have literally been like, you guys know the Vine from back in the day where people would just go and then they like dissipate? That would have been me. I would have literally figured out how to time travel just so I could erase that moment from time. Nothing was redeemable about their relationship either. They weren't like this all strong force. Like he was always just mean. Like it wasn't grumpy. He was just a jerk. And the singing did nothing better. Peta and Katniss, oh my God, they live a happy, quiet, they live a quiet married life. I feel like they're happy with each other, but I feel like the world in which they live in and the trauma in which they've been through, I don't feel like they can ever quite be happy, but I feel like they're as close to happy as they can be with each other because they found each other and because they are with each other. Team Peta, Tate and Miles from Ugly Love broke up directly after the end of the book. Directly after. Literally, I just want to let you know that if I was a sibling and I looked and I was like upset that like, you know, whatever, wasn't it? He is her brother's best friend. I literally asked my sibling's significant other or the person that they've been whatevering with. And I was like, well, do you love them? And they were like, no. And I was like, well, are you going to? No. I would have simply had to start putting the hair up, taking the earrings out because that is so disrespectful, not only to freaking Tate, but also to her brother, and literally to the whole entire situation. Any of you go like defending Miles in the comments, listen, I understand that he has trauma. Let's talk about that. Let's unpack that. Colleen Hoover could have 100% not made that his stepsister. Like that did not matter, but she just made that to be even more, I feel like, shock value. So weird. Anyway, moving on. He was not a redeemable person at all. Even when he was like better in the end, there was like nothing redeemable about him. Nothing. Olive and Adam from the Love Hypothesis, I'm gonna put them in They Live a Happy, Quiet Married Life, because listen, they're just gonna like talk about science together, and they're just gonna have their little coffee every morning, and they're gonna be sweet, cute, and wholesome, and that's really all there is to it. I just feel like literally that book is just like, I feel like strawberry lemonade. Like that's kind of how I look at that book. Like books that are just so sweet and cute. And that's how I kind of look at all of Allie Hazelwood's book, is like just a tall glass of strawberry lemonade in the summertime. Elliot and Macy, Love and Other Words, literally put them in there together in every single lifetime. Favorite word, you. Literally have posters for this book on my wall. I simply think that they are made for each other. I simply think that they are written in the stars. I never foresee anything ever happening to them, and I think that their souls would find each other in every single lifetime. Knox and Naomi from Things We Never Got Over. Again, they live a happy, quiet, married life. Literally, especially in their small town. I have never read a small town romance like in Things We Never Got Over, like that little Knock 'Em Out series. I love that small town because whenever I like picture it, I'm like, yes, it's a small town, but it's kind of urban and it's cute and everybody loves each other and everybody just, they 100% live just like a happy, quiet life on the top of a mountain. Pip and Ravi from A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is like the subplot of romance in that book. I want to put that they live a happy, quiet, married life, because if you guys know, you know. Oh, the third and final installment of this series insanely pissed me off. Like that's why I couldn't rate the final book 5 stars. If you know, you know. Finny and Autumn from If You Did With Me. Ignoring the end of this book, they're together in every lifetime, because you literally, I love that book so much, and a part of me wants to reread that book, but then like, you know, like a part of me doesn't want to absolutely like break my soul, because I don't think I could mentally take that right now. I don't have the mental mindset to deal with that right now. Quite simply put. But I will say, like, there's something about that book and like the teenage angst that you feel of like always having that thing for somebody, and then like, you know, just the childhood friends to loversness of it all, and just like the true wholesomeness of it. And Hardin and Tessa from the After series, divorced after years of marriage counseling. Because I'll give them this, their toxicity is so strong in a way that they like kind of stand the test of time. But I 100% think like once they get older, they're gonna divorce. After years of like Hardin's like toxicity, and even some of Tessa's too, just like looking back on their relationship, they're definitely gonna get a divorce. Hardin's gonna do something down the line to literally make Tessa run away. Contreba. Those movies are a fever dream. January and Gus from Beach Read, they're together in every single lifetime. Again, there's something about bookish couples where like either they're a writer or they love books together, and these two being writers and then reading each other's books and being like college rivals, it just, everything about it. Just imagine a man looking at you and saying, when you sleep, I'm overwhelmed that you exist. What kind of love? Shakespeare wrote Romeo and Juliet, but Shakespeare couldn't have wrote that. He couldn't have. Wes and Liz from Better Than the Movies. They live a happy, quiet life. I have really been re-obsessing myself with this book. I read this last year, but I've been seeing like people like fan cast this book, and it's made me like re-obsessed with it. It's all I've been seeing all over my TikTok is like the fan cast for this book. It's just so good. And I read like the prom, like where you got Wes's point of view, and how much, actually, this is me, Lynn Painter. Someone sent this to her. I am on my knees begging for you to rewrite Better Than the Movies. Not rewrite. You can keep all of Liz's stuff. Just add like Wes's chapters in there. Like add a lot more of Wes's chapters, because you wrote those really good. Literally had me swooning, kicking my feet, sliding down the wall, literally all of it. and republish it with those, and I would buy 10 copies. Literally would buy 10 copies. Oh my gosh, their relationship is just so sweet, and to like see Liz from Wes's point of view. Rhysand and Feyre from the ACOTAR series, literally every single lifetime. Every single lifetime Cauldron help me, they are together. The stars and I just can't even say anything else. Also, I am currently reading, someone wrote the ACOTAR series from Rhysand's point of view, and I've been reading that on AO3. Never thought I would say that, but I have been reading that on AO3 before bed at night. Lily and Lo, together in every lifetime. They are like in my top 5 favorite book couples ever, in the sense of like just the type of love that they have for each other. Top 3 actually. And I could name the 3 of them right now, and I will. But I love Lily and Lo, and I love them for who they are, what they've went through, and how relatable they are. And they are obsessed with superheroes, because same. Johnny and Shannon from Binding and Keeping 13. Listen, together in every lifetime. Oh my gosh, guys, I've already reread Binding and Keeping 13. I reread it in February, I believe. And then I read Redeeming and Saving 6. I already want to reread those books, and it's literally only April. And I want to reread these books because obviously, you know, your For You page is very like curated, and I see a lot of Binding and Keeping 13 and like the Boys of Tommen series all over my For You page. Literally scroll, I think it's like every 3 videos. Same thing with ACOTAR, same thing with Throne of Glass. I just love Johnny and Shannon. They're in my top 3. Here are my top 3. I think it's Johnny and Shannon, Rhysand and Feyre, and Lily and Lo. They are just, those are like my 3 people. I love them so entirely much that it makes my heart hurt. Like I have never had a book that I like want to keep on going back to and rereading and rereading and rereading, because I love every single one of the characters. I love the couple. And that's how I feel about the Boys of Tommen series. Like that is like the only series that I have ever read where I just want to keep on going back to it and rereading it. It makes me feel so giddy inside, and I literally love them with my whole entire heart and wish that they were real. BJ and Magnolia. Listen, a lot of you guys said this because I reread Magnolia Parks this month. You guys will have to wait to see my thoughts of that for, you know, the end of the month for the wrap up. I'm gonna put things are very rocky, but they're still together, because I can just never, because of the person that Magnolia is, I can never see them living like a peaceful, happily married life. Like they love each other. That is like a given. Like they love each other so entirely much, but because of like how just argumentative and how immature Magnolia can be, I just don't foresee them like just like living a life where they're just completely fine. Nash and Lena. This is from Things We Hide from the Light. Here's the thing. This is why this is so hard for me to make a decision, because I didn't feel the chemistry of their relationship like at all for them to have like an actual relationship. And then at the end of the book, like there's a super like, what is the word that I'm looking for? There's a lot of tension in this scene because of outside things that are happening, like very dangerous things going on. And in the midst of all of this danger, there's a marriage proposal after they've been dating for, I don't even think like a month. Like they've barely been dating, and I didn't feel any chemistry. And for that, I'm gonna put them in Things Are Very Rocky, but they're still together. Like I just feel like I don't know. Daisy and Christian, these are the characters from Daisy Haites. I'm gonna put them in Things Are Very Rocky, but they're still together. Honestly, it's kind of the same thing where just everybody in this series is very bad at communicating, and everybody like argues at the drop of a penny. Like everyone just kind of like, it takes like this much of something for like everything to blow up in your face. A situation that is very little and very minuscule can blow up out of nowhere, and then everyone's arguing, no one's talking for a year, and now everything's over here, and they're dating this person, they're dating that person. So I could just imagine their marriage being very rocky and something always happening. Also because of the life that Daisy has and the life that Christian has, and like different things are going on with them. Hunt and Bryce from the Crescent City series. I'm gonna put them in there together in every lifetime. I really hope Sarah J Maas doesn't Sarah J Maas me. Bree and Archer from Archer's Voice. I'm gonna put that they live a happy, quiet life because I just feel like they do. They give me those vibes. He is very golden retriever, very innocent, and I feel like they're just gonna have a beautiful life together. Conrad and Belly. I'm gonna say that they live a happy married life, okay? Because a lot of their stuff, a lot of their turmoil is because they're teenagers. And once you get to the third book where he is more mature and he thinks more maturely, you see the type of man that Conrad is going to be. Not the teenager, the man. Dom and Allie live a happily married life. The things that Dom did for this woman, literally, if anyone ever pulled some stuff like that, like listening so intently to her and remembering every little thing, like the end of the book, guys, oh my god, every time I think about it, it is just literally the most like magnificent show of love that I've ever read in a romance before. I kid you not, I have never read in a romance book before like somebody doing like that much of a display of like remembering every little thing that she said in the letters, the emails. Let me pick myself up off the floor. Let me stand up. Let me stand up. I just love them. I love Dom because he's like a grumpy, but I said this when I reviewed By Thread, he is grumpy, but you learn why he is the way that he is and why he treats like people the way that he does and the things that he does for Allie, and just he's a simp for one. She turned that man into a simp, and that is, you know what? That's a trope we don't talk about enough. Girl turns man into a simp. Oh, we only have 3 more. Joey and Aoife. I don't know if it's Aoife, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's between those two, but Joey and Aoife from Redeeming and Saving 6, or Saving and Redeeming 6. Whatever. I'm gonna put them together in every lifetime. Listen, I love the Boys of Tommen series. I love every single couple that is coming out of this book. I really just want to inject this book into me. I love Joey. He has a soft spot in my heart, and I love Aoife because of how absolutely supportive she is, and she's a girl boss and she's a queen. Sam and Percy from Every Summer After, they got divorced. Okay, babe, I see a divorce down the line. If you read Every Summer After, this was like the book last summer. I feel like everyone was talking about this book, and I kind of guessed like what the like reason for them not talking for years was. When it was that, I was like hoping that it wasn't that, because I was like, if it is this, I don't think I could ever get over that. It was kind of irredeemable for me because of what she did, and then even like in the present time, she didn't seem that much of like a remorseful, and like she didn't even seem like she deserved him. Like that's just what it felt like, because Percy was very much giving Elliot. Sam was not giving Macy. Last one, Aaron and Juliet from the Shatter Me series. And I will say it, they're together in every lifetime. Even though I didn't really enjoy the Shatter Me series, I think I would have to be emotionless not to enjoy Aaron Warner. He was literally the most redeeming part of that series. Him and Kenji literally were the redeeming parts of that series, and I liked Juliet, okay? I just didn't like the storyline, and it was so repetitive, and we're not getting into it right now. This is not what this video is about. It's not a book Shatter Me review. But I just slammed my hand down on this chair, and that made a really loud noise. In my house, I felt my house shake. No, I didn't feel my house shake. That is so extremely dramatic. Like I'm the Hulk. Like I'm She-Hulk. Like I'm just like, Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, Aaron and Juliet. I love Aaron Warner. Read this and weep, guys. Read him and weep. I don't know. This is my tier ranking. That's what's going on with it. That is it for today's video. That's me tier ranking all of my book couples, what I think. Did they make it? Did they not? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't foresee myself making like another part to this, or if I did, it would probably have to be a year from now, because I would have to read a lot more books, because I feel like these are the books that like everybody's read. So I basically talked about like all the book couples that a lot of people would talk about, that a lot of people have read, because I try to like pick the ones that I feel like a lot of people have read the books. That way it's not like you kind of have to duck and dodge when I'm talking about certain books. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys found it entertaining. I just kind of wanted to do like a little sit down video with you guys and like laugh and just have a good time and feel like we're like chit chatting it up. I am working on some reading vlogs. I've been working on one reading vlog for a month. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, and I love you guys so much. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff that you guys know how to do. And I will see you guys when I see you. Peace.